Going on, boys?
Yo, what up?
What's up, man?
How y'all feeling?
Good, man. I mean, we finally got the episode out. That's why we wanted to make sure we did this. So appreciate the love and patience. And I'm seeing like all the likes, the shares. One, appreciate the promo on your guys' side, but just even the comments and like other people that
Yo.
other people.
Yo, thank you for having us, bro. That joint was
Of
tough.
course. And I wanted to make sure that we were able to like, because it's been a minute since we did it, so we wanted to make sure we could, chop it up and like even give some of the folks like some insights. Because I mean, obviously we talked about a lot. We talked about Steel Sessions. We talked about Street Fighter 6, but I feel like a lot has happened even since then. You know what I mean? Like, and if people go on to Buda and Grand's page, Buda's page, we got some lo-fi happening right now. There's a lot of projects. Obviously, Buddha we talk often.
Yes.
I know you guys are in the lab right now, cooking up with Dave and a few others. So yeah, man, we just wanted to add a little bit more extra to what people are watching today to kind of know what's going on right now.
Man, shout out to OnlyF.A.M.S, the best platinum on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Shout out to my cool ass host. Man, we just been trying to stay busy, man. Me and Shy got a lo-fi. Actually, we dropping next month.
So
I don't know if we announced it yet, but it's only right to announce it here
it's announced.
first.
Yeah.
In
That's
Chicago,
what's up.
Stick Up and Steel Sessions. It's a New York, Chicago inspired lo-fi. We recently dropped a single today with Chantel May.
So,
We have a song. We have another single with Rotimi. He dropped it today as well. And then we've just been working on like Book of David 2,
nice.
Nelly Furtado Deluxe.
Hey,
Hopefully,
so,
so.
yeah, we got some Canada
Oh,
love here, my
word!
guy.
Shout out to the T Dot. You know what I'm saying?
I'll just definitely slide my number in your DMs to send it over. So.
All right.
Wait,
And
no,
hopefully,
I want to hear some more about that because I was always a fan of Nelly Furtado. You know what I mean? When she came out again, like big pop hits, and then she kind of went away for a little bit. So
She had that track with
she had a few tracks.
Yeah, she had that track with Jig T and
Oh yeah, that was a good record. But like, yeah. So what do you guys doing, Nelly?
oh man, she just dropped the Project 7, which is amazing. You know, I was praying that we was on there, but I don't know. Hopefully we on her next project, but we was able to work with her throughout the summer.
So,
Shout out to Nevis, her daughter, and my boy Abe. She actually A&R'd the project, and the fact that they was even, they trusted us to even work in the studio with her and build on records. I think that was like a lifetime opportunity, and it was dope to see an icon at work, and I learned a lot, man. Just vibing with them and seeing her process. She actually called. She called. What was it? She called T minus. We got on the phone with him. Was able to chop it up, and next time we go to Canada, we'll just go vibe out with them. But it was a dope experience just seeing her
come
create.
over. I'll meet you there.
That's what I was gonna ask. Did you guys went up to T Dot?
We did, but we didn't. At the time we went up there, she wasn't she was actually on tour.
Oh, okay.
So I think we're gonna go back up there like in February.
Yo, let me know. I'll hook you up with all the best spots. Yeah, I might just fly my ass
Definitely,
out
hell
there.
yeah.
You should.
Now we gonna hang out, man. We gotta come check you if you out there.
Oh, so it's the summer.
Oh, yeah. So it's my birthday weekend. Caravana.
Caravana's the best, man. The best vibe.
Man, we went out there last year for Caravana. That joint was crazy.
Yeah, man. The whole city just comes alive. I mean, it's like literally just the whole city turns into one giant after hours. I love it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but I had a question because I saw your stories, man, like back to back to back to back to back, and I'm like, how does this fucking guy
Sleep?
Yeah, one sleep, but like also be able to like mind shift because everything you guys been pushing out is like there is that fingerprint that you guys have on it, but they're so different at the same time. And all this shit's launching at the same, like in and around that same scope at the time, and it's just like, how do you? It's like going from learning like speaking like English to Korean to Portuguese, like that.
Yo, it's crazy. Yo, it's crazy. Thank God there's more than one of us, and we try to like cross collaborate on stuff. But like one of our biggest goals is to show the versatility.
Yeah.
So we try to really focus on not repeating the same sounds and stuff. So I don't know. I just we create we create based on how we feel. So depending on how we feeling that day, you're usually gonna get a different result. And I think instead of obviously chasing like this cookie cutter type vibe and just do the same routine over every day, we try to really avoid routines.
Yeah, it's so different, man. But you're launching these things and when they all come out, it's just like it comes out like this like massive Rolodex, and then it's just like I don't think people, yeah, but it's like how do people not, like I don't think people realize that like you have to almost like you have to engulf yourself into that feeling, and then pull yourself out because you have another session going on in a few hours.
Facts.
Actually,
And then also collaborating with a lot of dope, talented people helps too, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna ask you, Buddha. Like, I feel like I would love to hear your process and the guy's process, because I feel like if you're going into the studio being like, we're gonna do this lo-fi thing, like, does it happen organically where you're just in the studio and then you're like, oh, I guess this is a lo-fi session, or like, you know what I mean? Like, or do you go in there?
Yeah, we usually just hanging out and things kind of like morph into it. We have like these secret sessions where like, you know, psychedelics and cannabis gets involved, and you lock the doors and put on trippy videos and start creating. But a lot of the times is I think we're in the mix of each other just working and feeding off each other's energy. But it's like one of those things you just keep chipping away.
Yeah.
You keep chipping away, and then eventually it just becomes something. It's pretty magical.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely.
Sometimes it happens in 20 minutes. Sometimes it might take an hour.
True.
It depends on
True.
what it is. But once you get on the bus, it's definitely going to go for a magic ride.
Yeah, it was like that whole thing with was Jay-Z talked about that. He's like literally he came back after when he was doing Blueprint, and he just like came back and just back to back, just bang all of his verses out. And it's like sometimes it'll happen, and you're in that flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want to stop.
Exactly.
You might go on a 3-day binge, and next thing you know, you're like, shit, my armpits stink. I've been in the studio 3 days in a row.
Yeah, just like that's good. Then saying you can't feel your arm, that's very different. You might just like
slow down. But also, really, I can totally see that. You know, like obviously we talked about our homie Shy earlier, but it's like, you know, Shy and I used to be roommates, so I'd be like, there'd be times where I literally wake up, I'm like, have you slept in like the last 2-3 days? And he's like, nah.
You know, I'm running on like 2 hours sleep right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man.
Because sometimes when you in the zone, man, it's like playing ball, right?
Yeah.
You in the zone, you just shooting the ball. You don't want to stop until the buzzer go off. Yeah. And I think that's kind of similar. The buzzer's your alarm clock, though, like or like just fatigue, right? That's like when I know it's not healthy, but I feel like hit records come out of those runs sometimes, and
true.
You got to take advantage of it and seize the moment.
There's also times too with that mind. You're in that sleepy ass mind, then something happens that you wouldn't have done if you were actually
astral project. Yeah. It's like you're halfway in the matrix and halfway in physical realm.
Yeah, you're just like halfway on.
You're still functioning, man. I've made so much great music like that, especially like on Saturday mornings when you're like halfway falling asleep, falling out the chair, and then next thing you know, you're like, wow, I can't believe I made this. And you listen to the best part is listening back the next day. Yeah, because you don't remember shit.
When you have that creative flow, you got to get it all out, and then it's dope, like you said, to come back and listen to it. You like, damn, what the hell was I? What was I on when I did that? And then you like to add to it, or intensify it and make it better.
Yeah. That's the most beautiful part, man.
Yeah,
it's like the element of surprise.
Yeah, the good thing was as long as like, when did I make that?
Yeah,
did I make it? Like, what day is it? What day is it?
It's crazy.
I'm sure it's this.
I'm gonna ruin the story, but like I know there's like a Pharrell story out there where he was like with Daft Punk. I guess he was like on some crazy ass flight, no sleep, and I forgot what record it was, but like he was like, I don't remember making a record. Yeah. And it's like a smash hit, like one of his many hits, and it's like, what?
But it's also like that part too, and like also just the part where you like the hearing part of it, the elements, like going back to that Daft Punk thing we were saying, like for example, like you hear like for them they're so methodical in that sense. Where like even when they did the Georgia Moroder one, where they have like 30 different mics, and they're like, what's the difference? Like who will hear the difference? And like they will, right? Yes. And it's one of those things too where like you will hear those things, or those things will come to your mind depending on where you're at emotionally, right? Also when it comes down to rest, right? When it comes down to not being able to sleep. I mean, the hard part is, let's say you do that when you do a lo-fi track. Man, flowers to you, man. Because honestly, doing a lo-fi thing on 2 days sleep, that literally is just like drinking warm milk and trying to go for a run. You listen to it, you're just like,
yo, for real. Nah, man. I mean, I don't know, man. It's a weird feeling, but it's like it's not good for you, but you're like, man, I don't want to miss out on creating something that could be timeless. So it's crazy, man. Especially lo-fi's, especially if it's like Mike is really good, Shy with the concept, Shy Beats.
Yeah.
So once we get a concept and your brain starts flowing from artwork to I feel like making the sound is the easy part. Connecting the concepts and the artwork, and obviously
Yeah.
everything else is the task for us, at least.
I got a nerdy ass question for you, Buddha. When you look at like your guys, your discography, you look at the catalog and like Spotify for artists, right? Where you're starting to look at like the data analytics. Like when you look at like the lo-fi projects, like are people? I would assume people are like spending hours like just listening to compared to all right, I like this record, it was cool, and then
Yeah,
move on to the next thing where like
that,
almost like a website.
that was the study we learned, especially during the pandemic, on how this was a genre that was like super growing,
Mm,
but it's like one of those people cut it on and just let it play all day,
yeah,
and especially throughout the workforce. So it's like, damn, we found out a whole new lane within the workforce. Why not take advantage of it? Because we didn't have this information back when I was working.
it's true. Yeah,
So
yeah.
to see it's like a whole new subgenre, and it's still a baby, is mad exciting because there's so many lanes that this genre can fit in,
Well, and
and
then
it's safe.
I like that you brought in like the workplace thing, right? Because that also like translates into retail. And the reason I bring this up is I don't know if you noticed, but Busy and I we met. We worked at Club Monaco.
That's
Up
crazy.
on-
Why do you guys? What's up with all you guys in Canadian shit?
I
I know it's owned by Ralph Lauren now. Going to
Hey man, it's
Mama.
all North America, right?
forgot it was Canadian.
Yeah.
The reason I bring it up because there was this service called Muzak, and so it would be
fuck.
like
I
these
remember that.
CDs that they would send out, and
And you couldn't play them on normal CD players.
yeah, it had to
Yeah.
be their whole thing.
System,
It was
yeah.
like that was a whole thing. But I remember we'd be like, it was like the first time him and I would be like listening to like just groups that we didn't like fucking know about. It was dope. But I say all that because that company like went away and it seemed like retail was struggling on like what to play musically.
Yeah.
And I feel like at least now that I'm at a lot more restaurants, a lot more stores, it's like everyone's rocking lo-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's interesting,
yeah.
too, right? Because like,
Lo-fi is definitely a wave now, and it's a form of way for producers to be artists
Yeah.
again,
Oh yeah.
and I think that's dope. And then obviously a lot of us are dads. You want to play certain stuff with profanity. If you can't find the clean version,
Yeah.
Yeah.
make sure it doesn't have it. So I don't know. I want to transition lo-fi and then do like earth sounds and then
Yeah.
birth sounds and sea sounds and
Yeah.
then obviously help kids go to sleep better, and
Yeah.
there's
yeah.
way more ways you could flip it, and then it becomes like audio therapy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about the parental thing because when I was listening to your guys' lo-fi project, I was like, "What the fuck?" So I was like, "Kids can't be around me, but they could definitely listen." Fucked up with hard, even for a lo-fi
Right,
track.
right.
And I was like, "Oh man." But yeah, parental advisory just on my. I think I have that at
Under reaction.
I was trying to spend a parental advisory, just be like, listen to lo-fi. But yeah, it was, honestly, your projects have been amazing. I think you brought up a really good point too, but like producers being able to become artists again, and that's the biggest part is I don't think a lot of people understand that producers are artists,
They
right?
forget,
You
man.
hear, yeah, when you hear producer, you don't really immediately conjoin artist with that. You just put, because the word in itself is so mechanical, right? So it's very utilitarian, right? So I think that the art form really does start there, whether it be someone writing bars or actually putting
Yeah,
like laying down a track, right? It's just the function of it, but the artistry behind it is for sure, and that's what I think I've heard a lot too. Is it's supposed to, and also the lo-fi community like of like artists.
yep.
It's no longer this thing where it's competitive anymore. It's complementary. Do you know what I mean? It's just like I find it's just like there is obviously a sense of competitiveness to it, but when the lo-fi thing, I'm like, man, I can hear a lot of the nods, and you can hear a lot of other people like, just listening to your lo-fi project and hearing all my other homies' lo-fi projects, being like, you can hear that they're all it's evolving together.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
nah,
Like,
totally. And I think the more we, obviously implement and add more cool stuff to the mix, aside from not just creating the music, but giving people that experience. You're providing a soundtrack to people's lives. So it's like, why not take it up another level
Yeah.
and have people come back, but come back feeling better and wanting to hear more?
yeah, it's funny enough. You guys have been the soundtrack of my life multiple times, playing Street Fighter 6 and
Uh,
turning. I told you that episode,
thank
turning the
you.
volume down and playing that with it, and also just like also the lo-fi thing too. It's like literally even putting out this the new episode. I was like working my ass late. I was just like, I need to concentrate because I'm late. I was like, wait, I'm literally uploading this thing right now. they have a project. I just locked in. So it's like, man, you guys have just been all parts of my life, and the fact that you guys are going to Toronto, it's just kind of.
It's all coming.
I feel like Sherman showed the fucked up. Like,
Nah, Toronto's a vibe, man. Y'all got it, man.
yeah, man, it's one of those things, man. Just like
But
stay
also
humble.
the music coming out of there, man. It's a lot of talent, a lot of dope producers. I feel like producer wise, y'all been on the post for a while. Even when obviously Drake killing and everything, but it's like a distinctive sound that's really dope, really melodic, dope melodic music is coming out of TO too. So
Yeah, and a lot of good nods to Toronto too. I think that what Toronto did, as an observation, obviously being from Canada, is it's not you evolve, but you just still keep to that sound that you have. See what I'm saying? Like that sort of like that specific era of hip hop sound is still very very big in Toronto. Do you know what I mean? I think that obviously a lot of people are on that trap stuff, but it was like not a lot of trap came out of Toronto. Do you mean during that surge? A lot of people kept true to that Toronto sound and vibe. Obviously you have someone like Drake, but again, he's from Toronto, but he's global. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And he provides the global masses, but it's just like I mean, and every time you go to any bar or club in Toronto, you very rarely hear trap. You're just always hearing, the old hip hop gems. It's just like every
right.
club there. Do you know what I mean? And it's interesting. Obviously, there was that. Oh, he just jumped off. Okay. But anyways,
well, he'll come back.
I gotta butt his ass back in and then hold up. I think he's like, fuck that. That guy's know what the fuck he's talking about, man. Shit. Here we go.
Back. Well, while we're doing this, shout out to everybody watching and commenting. Appreciate y'all. Obviously, we're doing this with a purpose. We got the episode 4 of OnlyF.A.M.S live, brought to you by Gamden. So a lot of what we're talking about now, we get really in depth with Buda, Grandz, and Mike. So obviously, feel free to check out the episode linked in the bio in the whole nine.
Word.
The shameless, the shameless plugs.
All right, he's trying to jump in right now. Here we go. Accept.
There we go. Buda back. Buda back.
I'm trying to accept his ass, but he's just like,
Hold it. Pause.
hold up.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Chicago Stick Up. That's the bro. Shout out to Mike C.
Yeah, who we got up on here?
So good. I mean, at the end of the day, we wanted to make sure it was like a little bit of a taste of the episode. And, to be quite frank, like we did this a little bit ago, so I feel like Buda had some updates on like what they're doing right now.
Word.
Again, if you guys are following, Buda and Grandz or Buda and Grandz separately, Mike, they were just promoting last week. Them in the
I was
Audi.
sending you a request. Trying to sign on, my fault.
No, you hang up.
By accident.
Hey, I was plugging the project where you and Grandz riding around uptown in the Audi.
Yeah, man.
Oh, hold up.
That was a
I have a
vibe.
question for that. I have to have a question for that. Is the interior really forest green, or am I just fucking going crazy? Because in that video edit, I was like, inside that car, I was like, this interior looks fully like moss
That's
green.
a good question. I think that's a Grandz question. I think it was the editing and the visuals.
Okay, I was gonna say because only someone like Grant would like literally have something where he's like, yeah, I just redid all the interior to go with my outfit. Yeah, it's periwinkle blue. Didn't it? It's just like I saw it and I was like, damn, it's so custom.
Shout out to Fred Focus on the visuals.
Hey,
Word, shout out to Fred, man. He killed that. He got to post the video though, or I'm gonna kick his ass, but whatever.
Well, Buda, we don't want to keep you too long, but the one thing I did want to touch on, because obviously Steel Sessions edition, what number are we on right now?
25.
25.
25.
What's the vibes for 25?
Ooh, we definitely stepping it up. Just try to add some more steroids to the experience to give people a good show. We recently been partnering up with Soho House.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, first off, we eat shit and breathe hip hop over here, but I also wanted to show love to the ladies and have like this totally different approach to our events. So we had a Q&A sit down with this company called Art of Storytelling, ran by my man Ken Gibbs, who formerly used to work at BET, and we do like this Q&A series with some special dope people. and let them get one-on-one with the people in the house, and obviously speak to the crowd, but find out more in-depth ways on their journey to becoming the masters of whatever they do,
Yep.
but also give people the jewels on how to get there. And then we had live performances by two R&B artists and an Afrobeat artist. So hip hop is usually our main core like fan base, but we've been trying to switch up the palette a little bit on just differentiate the events. So we're gonna have another one with Soho House. I'm not gonna announce the person yet because it's gonna be a special guest.
It's mandatory. It's mandatory.
Definitely. Oh, I'm definitely getting Manny up there at some point. I'm gonna talk to your manager, Manny. Hopefully we get we have the fee and everything covered. If not, I'll call Pepsi or somebody. Loan me the money. But so we're trying to like do the artist showcase, artist development, but then also still keep the producer workshops. We recently lost like two pillars in the production world, which is my brother Jay Hatch, DJ Clark Kent, and we trying to figure out a way to like honor and celebrate them in the right way before we just do another program. So might hit you for some ideas, Manny. So
I was gonna say, yeah, anything you need, man. Like you got.
We should rock up. We should rock up and do our show there live with you guys.
That'll be super dope.
Right? I think that'd be super dope. And actually just as part of like the whole Steel Sessions, like, kind of like I would say your manifesto really is around sort of giving people that platform there. And just imagine if we had this show and we'll be able to put on every single person during that, session.
Shout out to my brother Kid Mero. I see him in the building. My fault.
He's in the building.
I would love. I ain't gonna front. I would love that if we can make that happen. Let's have OnlyFA.M.S at the front stage, man. Let's do a show live, and I would love to have you guys there, so some of these creators can pick your brains as well.
Do on both sides. We do a listening session where you have the Steel Sessions live there, and you have us live there too. So it's coming from all different sides and all different audiences.
I'm with
full experience.
that. That's
Angel, I'll be texting you in a little bit about this.
Yo, Mero, shout out to Deborah Oxtail. Shout out to Solars, Chris Lexel.
We're doing our job for us right now.
No, I know. So far, I'm like,
yeah,
y'all can't see. I'm right here, so my blind ass is seeing right now.
I know this is like a weird question right now, but because I'm a big boxing fan. Who you got tonight? You got Jake Paul. You got Mike Tyson.
Iron Mike. I hope Iron Mike. I hope Iron Mike take the money and really knock him out though.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like lie to him, tell him that he's gonna fall, but still knock him out.
Yeah. I think it's definitely gonna be obviously. He's proven over time that he doesn't necessarily need to go past the first two rounds, but I think that he needs to make it for before the first two rounds because obviously. The age thing is real at the end of the day, and it just be a kind of the sort of the dirt side of it. But I don't know, man. Just Tyson, you can see him now. Like he's been in, like you see his training videos, and I mean, I would love to just see. It's not bad to say this, but I just want to see Jake Paul get knocked out by Mike Tyson.
I think everyone's gonna. I mean, I'm gonna hit my own like button here because that is for sure.
Right.
For sure. I mean, we'll know in a few hours. That's the beauty of it. So
yeah.
It's crazy. It's on a Friday. I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
It's smart too because obviously they have the UFC 309. What was it? I think with John Jones and Stipe Miocic and obviously the MSG. It's just like literally, it's like the Super Bowl weekend for anyone who's into fighting. Yeah, right. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big John Jones fan.
So we all agree we all going for Mike here.
Yes, of course. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So if Mike lose, it's gonna look bad for sports, man.
Yeah.
Sorry,
let's not put that energy out there.
No,
it's not gonna happen.
Let's celebrate tonight. Some of us we got the Mike Tyson ears, the edibles.
Oh, those is crazy. Those is crazy.
Shout out to Sanjay.
Yeah, Sanjay.
Yo, Sanjay, shout you out, man, because those is genius.
Yeah. If you guys haven't, take a look at Tyson ears. But
Tyson ears, you definitely want to try those.
Yo, man, we don't want to keep you. I know you're in the lab right now, about to cook up, so we just wanted to get some time with you. I appreciate you making the time and catching up with us. We're super excited. We're in promo mode all day to the point where these two men have been up since 4 a.m. I've been up
Wow.
since 5 a.m.
Yeah, to lift the baby hippo.
and that's what we're
Yo, salute
so
to y'all,
that's how
man. Thank y'all for creating this platform. And I can't wait to be back on the show, man, for real.
Oh, dude, I'd love to do live sessions with you too. But we have a very important announcement as well. In a couple days, it's my man here's birthday.
Hey,
Call him
Happy birthday.
happy birthday, Lion.
Yeah, but he was thought very methodically about wearing his barriers hoodie based on the thing.
That's my favorite hoodie, bro.
Yes,
My
sir.
girl
Yeah.
gotta tell me stop
Damn.
rocking it.
Damn, where'd you get that shirt? All right, cool.
Yo, I have
But
one
yeah.
more thing, though. I have one more request.
What up?
Maybe not now, but in the near future, we need an OnlyFans album, bro. Come on.
Hey,
Come on.
let's do it.
Let's do it, man.
It
Let's
could be
do it.
lo-fi, it could be artists, however y'all want to do it. Let's do it.
Yo, lo-fi would be sick.
So we'll be in New York on Tuesday. Let's go.
Yeah, I know, right?
Bet. I'll be here waiting, man.
Shawty.
Let's do it. I'm with it. We should do it.
Yo, I'm down.
We should do
I'm
it.
down.
Should do it. Buda, again, thank you very much. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I know it's a Friday afternoon, Friday evening, so appreciate y'all. Buda always giving us the best gems, and appreciate you, Mike.
Thank you, man.
Angel, Mike, Grandz,
Mike Grandz and
Aaron,
Buda. And
everybody.
Len, Suave, everybody, the whole team. Shout out to Chicago Stick Up. Shout out to Mike C. Shout out to Compound Set Free. Man, and shout out to Soapbox Presents. Shout out to Dan's Brooklyn Stick Up, because you know he going to get on me on the sports show, so I don't want no smoke.
Die Knicks fan, baby.
Oh, man, here you go. Jeez.
Yo, hold on. Last thing I was saying, Buddha, it was like I was telling them how funny it was where you have DJ Don Juan, who's a diehard Knicks fan, and then you got Dance of Brooklyn Stick Up, diehard Knicks fan. Tell me why they're fighting with each other about the New York Knicks.
Yo, that shit is hilarious.
Shit, I was like, oh my god.
And then here I come. and start talking all that Nick hater. I'm a certified Nick hater.
Oh, no.
Certified.
Let's end the line now.
I'm a Bulls fan for life.
Hey, man, you're telling me I'm a diehard Raptors fan right here, too, so it's all good.
All right. At least you got chips, man. At least you got chips recently in the last 40 years.
That's true.
Oh, we go with the slander.
Damn, okay. I think he just got some followers real quick.
Go with the slander.
He just got some followers, man. He just got some followers. Oh, my God.
Perfect way to end this.
Yeah, perfect way to end.
Buddha, love you, bro. Thank you so much.
Love y'all, man. Thank you, bro.
Love you, bro.
All right.
Thanks, everyone. Go watch that episode right now.
Our link is in our bio. Peace. Yeah.